2.
Hello! Today we are going to be making Christmas winter hat ornaments. By the end of the video, your ornament will look something like this. Some supplies you'll need is yarn, a toilet paper roll, or a paper towel roll. You'll need a ruler. You'll need scissors. You'll need tissue. If you don't have tissue, you can use toilet paper or cotton balls. You will also need a marker, preferably a Sharpie. So, to get started, you're going to take your yarn, you're going to lay it out and measure it to about 10 inches. Now, here's your strand. For the rest of the strands, you do not need to measure it out to 10 inches. You can just take the yarn from the ball, hold it up against the cut strand, and just make estimated cuts. And you'll do this until you have about 40 strands or more. So, the next step is to take your roll and flatten it. Then you're going to want to measure it and mark it at 1 inch. Where that marking is, you're going to want to cut. Once you've cut your roll, you're going to take one strand of yarn to start with. You're going to fold it in half, like so. Then you're going to take the looped end, pull it through your cut roll. Then you take your two ends and pull it through that loop and tighten it and straighten out the yarn so that there are no gaps. It will look something like this. Now you're going to continue to do this and make sure there are no gaps, and it will look something like this. Once you have all your strands wrapped around the roll, it will look like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these ends and you're going to comb them out like hair and make sure they're straight. Once you've done that, you take your roll, grasp onto it tightly, and you're going to twist the yarn. Then you're going to push it through. Push all the yarn through. And then you're going to pull on it, tug it, make sure it's all there, and then you're going to comb it out. Next, you're going to take another strand of yarn. You're going to lay down your hat, and you're going to maybe about like the halfway point or 1/4 point, and you're going to take your piece of yarn and you're going to tie it, cinch it rather, really tightly. Then you're going to want to make a knot so that it holds. You're going to want to pull that tightly too as well. Once you've done that, we're going to take these two ends, put them down here. So, the inside of the hat will look something like this. In order to give your hat some shape, you are going to take a piece of tissue or a piece of toilet paper or a cotton ball, and you're going to, well for me, I'm going to take my tissue and cut it in half because it's a big piece of tissue. You're going to bunch it up and shove it up the hat, and that will give it some shape. Now, once you have done that, as I said before, you're going to make sure your two strands are at the bottom. You are going to grasp hold of the top, and you're going to trim it so that it makes the pom-pom. Be careful so you don't cut yourself. And you're going to do this until you're satisfied with how it looks. You're gonna make it short. And by the end, it will look something like this. And and once you are done with cutting your pom-pom, you're going to take the two ends and you're going to tie it in a knot. And then you have your ornament. And if you want to share this project with your friends, you can always make a kit for them with a cut piece of roll and some assortment of yarn, about 40 strands, as I've said before.